Okay, you ready? Hi, and welcome to episode 34. Why? As I always forget that. 34 of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2T, C-A-T-T. Craft all the things. This is my co-host today, Emily, who's the mini Cat Lady. You like to craft things too, Emily?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So we'll see how this goes today. Emily is off school this morning because tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the USA, so she's my little assistant today. So, welcome any new and returning viewers. If you're new, thanks for joining me and checking me out. Usually I don't have a co-host, but this should be fun today. If you are returning, then of course you've heard many of the tales of Emily and David, so hope she's very excited to join us today. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, mostly anywhere as the Cat Lady, 2Ts. I'm on YouTube as Crafty Cat Lady, which of course you are probably watching me on YouTube, so please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook group. I do most of my giveaways, about 99.9999% of my giveaways on Ravelry, so come join the Ravelry group, and you have to be a member of the Ravelry group to win, so come check it out. Links to everything are on my blog and usually in the Ravelry thread. So the blog is thecatlady.blogspot.com. So that's where you can find me. I'm hoping to do a giveaway on Instagram soon too, but I haven't figured out exactly what and how, but stay tuned for that. This week's segments will be podcast news, knitting, sewing, a little bit of stash, enhancement, and my weekend review, and a special winter camp announcement. So if you don't know what winter camp is, then please stick around for that. I will talk about winter camp at the end. So after that, it'll be the very end. So, right into podcast news. If you are new to the Ravelry group, come into the introductions thread and say hello.
Yeah.
And introduce yourself, and I will say hi to you. We haven't had too many introductions lately, so please come in and say hi. I do have a couple new ones, though. Mega Mom 5 is Jacqueline from Canada. She's a stay-at-home mom of 5 kids, which, okay, I have 2, and you know how crazy I feel about that. So 5. 3 Boston Terriers, so throw 3 dogs in there. She knits, cross-stitches, sews, quilts, and crochets a little. Next is Cafe Verona, who is Tasha from Maryland. She taught herself knitting in 2003. She crochets as well. She's a runner and a hiker, and I wish she lived here because I really would love a running partner because I need to get back into shape. In other podcast news, we have the Cat Along going on. Only a couple weeks left. We're going up until around December 15th. So whenever I record past that is when I'll lock the thread, which I've been on no real good schedule, so I don't know when I will record, but around December 15th is when it ends. It is anything animal related, so knit a sweater for your dog, knit a dog theme, or sew a dog themed bag, cat themed, whatever, cat-eared hat, whatever animal related thing you can think of. Anything for me, I said no whips, so anything that was created between October 15th and December, whenever the thread locks, so whatever,
Mama?
December, whatever. Yes?
When is I gonna do it?
In a minute. Anyways, so also visit the Canadian Knitter Podcast. We are doing this cat along together, yet separate. So we're both doing the cat along. We both have separate rules. We both have separate prizes. So you can double dip. So enter into mine. Be sure to go and enter into hers. And if you enter into hers, be sure to enter into mine for chances of prizes. The prize for mine will be either a fox bag, similar to this. This is my daughter's. Let me hold it up. So I'm going to either use the fox fabric or some of the cat fabric I have. So I figured it should be animal related. I know I forgot to grab the cat one, so I can try to post a picture of that. So I have not made it yet, but I'm going to make both. I'll make a fox one and a cat one, and then whoever wins can pick. On to knitting. Is there something you want to talk about knitting?
Yes.
What would you like to show?
I did my craft.
Well, that's not knitting, so we'll save that.
How about this?
How about this? Emily has her pretend knitting. She hasn't officially learned how to knit yet, but maybe someday soon. But where'd you get that bag from?
Mama.
Yeah? And what's in there?
Some stuff that crafts that my
things that you're-
mom made.
Yeah, and you're pretending that you knit those?
Yeah.
So we
And
have a
I
little
got
kitty.
some needles.
Let's see your needles. Oh, got some DPNs here. Some, our little pretend knitting needles. And you keep them all in your little project bag.
Yes, I
And-
do.
And do you want to learn to knit?
Yes.
Yes, so soon, sometime soon, we'll try to teach you how to knit.
And I made this craft. It's a thankful plate.
And that's a very nice. Let's hold it up. Hold on. Hold up. So these are so tell me about this plate. What are some of the things you're thankful for? So what do we have on there?
I'm thankful for my friends, my Legos, and my toys. And I'm thankful for my Beanie Boo. And I'm thankful for food and my cats and my mom and dad.
Yeah, and who else? Who else is in there?
Family.
Well, Mom, Dad, and who else lives here?
David.
David.
And they're all my family.
So tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and this was one of Emily's school projects. So she crafted her little thankful plate. So very nice. And then what else did you have? I'll hold it up. What's this? What's this a picture of?
No, I'm showing it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to hold it up so they can
yeah.
see it better.
Me and my mom are knitting.
Can I hold it up closer? So there's Emily and Mama knitting. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Would you like to see what I've been working on?
Yes.
Okay. So I have some half objects. So they're not complete. They're not finished, but they're close to being finished. So what are these?
Cats.
These are.
And they're brown and they have no faces.
Nope, I need to put their faces on. What else are they missing?
Their tails.
Their tails. So they need their faces and their tails. And that's Beans the Cat by Linda Dawkins. So I have two of those. I got lots of those I need to make, but two of them that are stuffed and ready to be embroidered. And then
I really love this picture.
it's a very nice picture. Next is what is this, Emily?
A blanket, and she was gonna finish it, but it's not really finished.
No, it's gonna be a long time till it's finished, but look how long it is.
Yeah, it's so long.
It's so long, and there's lots
And it has lots of colors.
lots of colors.
Pink is my favorite color.
Lots of squares.
And
Do you
I
have a
like-
favorite square?
I like the pink one and the purple one, and the pink ones and the purple ones, and the blue, the dark blue ones,
No.
and the light blue ones,
Okay, so you like pink, purple, and blue.
and red.
Oh, okay. So
And
last
rainbows.
time I showed off this, I think I was done with the Nemo square, which was Cupcake Yarns. Oh,
Yep.
wait, no, never mind. I showed off that one too. So here, I left my tails on the back. So this is another
Yeah, it is
Cupcake Yarns. I cannot remember.
cupcake cake.
Can't remember the color. This was by Mandy Pinecone who sent this to me. And then this one is a unknown one from Ramona, who I met on a VKN. And then I'm on the third row now. And I just cast on, so I'm literally nowhere. And it's my other Ramona. It's a red one.
Ramona.
I guess I'm not really sure what color that is either. I have to talk with her and get the colors. And my goal was to put a little buffer of my yarn between groups of people, but I forgot, so I'm not tearing it out. So, and this is Generic Mitered Squares Blanket by Sue Ann Kendall. I'm using US 2 needles, casting on 41 stitches, doing a central double decrease of knit 3 together. And just plug it along.
I got my feet.
The next thing I just started last night. I'm trying to see. I like my hat, but it's like a year or two old. But it's the slouchy, bulky kind of hat. Ideally, it kind of doesn't mess up my hair too much, and it doesn't look weird with short hair because I get to keep this. At least I get to keep the bang out, so it's not just a beanie that looks like I'm bald. So. Attempting another slouchy style hat, but this is going to be the Worm, which is WURM, by Katarina Knopp. I'm using size 13
I'm not.
needles, I think. I kind of just grabbed these and I'm not 100% sure what size they are. So I think they're size 13s. Or no, did I use size 11s? I don't know. Either 11 or 13s. I think I grabbed the 11s. I cast on 54 stitches. I knit about 9 rows of 1x1 rib. So I'm not following the pattern like at all. And I'm kind of using Jen, the Uncreative Crafters.
Jen
The Uncreative Crafters.
and
mod.
Gray Crackers. And I know.
Anyways, I did an increase row to 59 stitches.
No.
Okay. And now I'm starting the actual pattern repeats, which is
Acropattern.
a free pattern on Ravelry.
Free power.
Okay, can't do that. Okay,
Why?
don't do that. I'm trying to talk. This is using Woolies Thick and Quick in the
I'm not
Starlight.
listening.
You don't have to listen. Starlight colorway. It has some gold sparkle in it, so I'm hoping to put it in the Bookish
I'm
Stickers
hungry, Mama.
Sparkle Cal. You can leave and go eat if you want.
Okay, can I eat my pear?
See if you can go get it out of there.
Or I could have a fruit snack?
Yeah, sure. Go grab a fruit snack.
A fruit snack and a pear?
No, just get a fruit snack.
Fruit snack is a better one.
Fruit snack is the better one. So, I just did the ribbing. I just started. It's pretty much alternating rows of pearls, chunks, stockinette chunks, pearl. I don't know. Is that reverse stockinette, maybe? So we'll see how this goes. It's kind of a hit or miss here. So, but I've tried it on so far, just the brim, and it seems like it'll be fine. So. This one was done in size 13 needles with a 44 stitch cast on, so I did try 44 to begin with and had to pull it out because I thought maybe this was a little loose, but it was fine. So that was it. No love to my socks. I haven't touched my socks. I would like to start the kids' Christmas socks soon, so I don't even know if my socks are going to stay. My socks might be put on hold.
Thank you.
Probably. So on to sewing. This is why I didn't get much knitting done, because I was working a lot on sewing. So, some of these are bags that I had finished already and said I would show you when I had a bunch more done, or then maybe they weren't 100% done. So now these are what I have done. So I have some just standard sack style drawstrings. This is actually for somebody. And then a lot of these are going to go in the craft show that I'm doing next weekend. So this, got fish that are not upside down. Another blue fish. And I did a lot of experimenting with this, like which way I was doing it. So I have these with like the open sides. They kind of like, they're not really attached. And then I have like this one where it's actually attached and it's just a hole. They're really not any different. I think I just wasn't really paying attention for the first batch. And then I did a handful, oh no, there's one more. More drawstring, or pouch style. And then I did a bunch of the box bottom bags, and I'm using these for swaps and giveaways and stuff. So we have this pretty fabric, kind of brown flowers. I have a lot of swaps.
I'm still hungry.
Honey, after I'm done. You can, or if you can go get a pair.
I'm
not getting up though, so you can either wait or if you can get it.
I can get pairs.
This one's cute. I might give this one to my babysitter. And then another one of these, which I used up the last of this fabric, I think, finally. I've made like so many things out of this fabric. So I made a purse, a little pouch for wipes. Just grab them. I've made, I made a drop spindle bag and then 2 of these bags, so. And then this fabric, green on the inside, I really like this. Oh, and I bought a bunch of different paracord, so I got paracord in here. And this one I bought that was thin paracord. Okay, take it in. This was a thinner Yeah, that was a thinner paracord on this. I didn't mean to, but it works fine. I wasn't gonna, I don't know, I liked the color. It's kind of a speckled. But then I really liked that bright green with this one, with the green interior, so that's cool. So, and then this one was really cool. I really liked this one too. So this was kind of like a, I don't know, quilting squared, cross-stitchy looking, I don't know. It's kind of brown and striped.
Mama?
Honey?
Can I spill the pear since
No, not right now.
No, I'm having trouble putting it away.
Okay, go ahead. So those are all finished. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bags, except only 4 that are slated for craft show. These ones the nicer ones I want to save for the podcast. So I'm in a little bit of trouble with that. But works in progress. We're almost done. I have, forgot to trim a thread here. I have just to put the drawstrings in there. So I've got 2 of these fish bags. And I kind of like the interior of these. They have like, this is going to go by fast. I already see I'm only 60 minutes in. Anyways, it looks like fish rocks, kind of almost. Oh, and I forgot something else. I'll probably have to pause and go upstairs. So I got 2 of these fishy bags. And then this was another experimental one. So the drawstring is going to actually be in the center. So it's going to have a little floofy at the top. So because the casing's down a little. And this just has some black on the inside. And then here's one of my piles of cords. I have 2 Doctor Who bags. One is going to somebody, and she knows who she is. And the other one is just kind of extra to figure out, swapped, whatever. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags that are almost done. And I never showed off this cool little tool when I bought it. But this actually like pulls in the cords, the drawstrings, and it does an amazing job. All it is this stick, but I was using like, trying to like feed it in with the safety pin, which I need the safety pin for the paracord because it doesn't fit through the little hole. So I just safety pin to the hook, to the paracord, and then it's pretty cool. So yeah, I got a lot of sewing done. I'm really loving my new sewing machine. It's working out really well. It's all push button. I don't need to even use a foot pedal. That's really, really cool. So the bobbin winds really fast. It's easy to load. It's easy to thread. So everything about it is really been nice. So that's it. Just flying through this. In upcoming, I have more swaps. I need to do the 100 member giveaway bag, which I have fabric for. I have couple other swaps that I have that I have what I want. I just need to cut it out. And then a bag for Jen, the Uncreative Crafters Podiversary, which is coming up in January. So gonna have to get that out to her soon. So on to stash. I have been reaching out to some local dyers, asking if they'd like to donate to the podcast, and in turn doing swaps to get some sample or some yarn for myself too to try out. I don't know, I kind of like to see what I'm going to use and see what it is before I kind of say, hey, I'm going to give this away even though maybe it's not so good. I don't know, maybe that doesn't make any sense. I think I've mentioned this before, but so she sent me, so this is Caitlin Mayday of Mint Rain Hand Dyed Yarns. Her website is mintrain.etsy.com. Whose card does that look like?
Miss Reynolds.
Yeah, this is the same card Emily's teacher uses. But she is from Midland, Michigan. Here is her card. Hopefully that's close enough. Nope, it's probably not even focusing. All the notes will be posted on the blog. She sent me a sweet little cards, and she says she's been watching the podcast, so that's very cool. This color she sent is, she was no longer able to dye because it was done on a special pink base that she's no longer able to get. So it's kind of a special edition, one of a kind. Oh, are you holding up Mrs. Riddle's card? There's Mrs. Riddle's card. Yeah, they look real similar. They're not exactly the same though. This one's got an extra extra owl in there.
Yeah, I want that one too.
No, I can't. Can't give you that one. I need to keep this one. But so she also included a little like progress keeper. So it's a little yarn ball.
Kind of looks like a dad.
Oh, a dad owl? Yeah, kind of. But I have one for me and one for you. I'm thinking I'm going to wait. I'm not really, that's just hectic. I'm not really going to set up a giveaway this week. But after I record next week, I'll decide exactly how I want to do it and be able to promote it and everything. Because it's like I'd like to be able to post it on Instagram and everything. But I'll show you what it is. So this is her twist sock base, which is a superwash merino nylon, 400 yards, 100 grams self-striping. This is called Berry Sunday. So it's like red, pink, purpley, burgundy. It's very pretty. And that looks pretty true to color. This really is right up my alley of colors. I love burgundies and reds. So what do you think? Do you like this yarn?
There's a candy.
Yes, there is a candy in there. That's not for you. What do you think of this yarn? You like it?
Made it for my Christmas.
Do you like, no. We're using a different one for your Christmas sock. Do you like this color though? Yeah, me too. So one for me, one for you. And in return, I'm sending her a bag, so she's part of the swaps that I have going on this weekend. I got some tea. Which there's 2 in here, so maybe I'll send one along. There's a Sleepy Time and a Lemon Zinger. Which, these Celestial season teas are pretty good.
I want a piece of candy.
No, honey, not right now. Then the Progress Keeper piece of candy. I've got 2 of everything, so one for me, one for you. So thank you to Caitlin, and your bag will be hopefully finished this weekend. I have mini-me's that prevent things from getting done on time. And that was it. I didn't really get anything myself this week. Nothing fell. Well, actually, something did fall into my cart today, but just some bulky, like green bulky stuff. Okay, there was one other sewing thing I wanted to show. Nah, I'll show it next time. I made a couple DPN holders. They're not finished yet, but I like it better the way I did it. I interfaced both sides of it, so it's stiff. I like both the interior and exterior.
Hungry.
No more, honey. You had pear and fruit snacks, and you had lunch. You're not eating anymore right now.
Can I have my lunch?
No, you had lunch.
Oh,
You ate lunch already. Okay, are you done?
no.
Okay, you need to sit down and be quiet, or you need to go play. Okay? Oh, and the other stash I got today, I bought the Wingspan ebook by Malin. It was only $1 today, so for 4 patterns, I think it was the Wingspan and then a bunch of alterations on it. Angry Dragon, one other one that I can't remember the name of it, and like Tattered Dragon or something. Of course, I should have wrote these down, but I'm not really prepared this week. I wrote my show notes like right before we recorded, and then of course I have Mini-Me here, so a little bit challenging. But it was on sale for $1 today, which by the time this post may not be today, so hopefully if it is still today, you can go check it out and get it for $1. But I think the sale is only today. Week in review. Just plugging along here. We had a snowstorm over the weekend, didn't we? Did we get a lot of snow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like a foot of snow, over a foot of snow. It's all melting away now because it's getting warm outside again. But so that was Saturday. We went to the mall. Emily, get up. Emily. I'm going to stop if you don't come sit down, please. We went to the mall. What did we do at the mall? Are you done? Are you done hanging out with me? Okay. So we went to the mall.
No, I want to play.
Then go play.
No, I want to sit right by you.
And then come sit by me.
And I'm going to look at the book.
Well, okay. Anyways, we went to the mall and what did we do? What did we go to the mall for? I got some clothes for them. We were looking for snow boots, but we didn't really find any snow boots. What book are you reading, Emily?
Just an adult book.
Just an adult book. Okay. This was a free book from Second in Charles, and it's The Zone. So she's really into dieting, I guess, and good healthy lifestyle choices. So she picked it out of the free bin. So my husband was like, sure, why not? So anyways, so that was a while ago. But anyway, so back to the mall. We went to the mall. They played in the food court area, play area, while I went and got some clothes for them, and then we had lunch, and then we just wandered around and. While it snowed outside, so the mall was not busy at all. Kind of kept everybody away, so this was kind of nice. So we did that, and then we came home, and then we had a birthday party. So we went to a birthday party for one of David's school friends, and
I got Blueberries for Sale book now.
yeah, Blueberries for Sale. That's a good book. So we went to a birthday
I don't
party,
want this book.
and we had. Did you have fun at the birthday party?
Yes.
What was your favorite thing?
Going downstairs.
Playing
and
down.
I want to sing on the microphone.
Okay. So playing downstairs was Emily's favorite thing at the birthday party. What about what was your favorite thing to eat? Cake.
And ice cream.
Cake and ice cream, yeah. My mama's favorite thing to eat was pizza. We had pizza for dinner and some wine, which was good. So we didn't get out of there until about 6:30. Got home about 7.
I want to go.
Honey, you can't turn that on right now, sweetie.
Why?
Because it's loud. You can't turn that on. David's upstairs sleeping.
No.
Okay. Emily?
Wait.
That's not nice while I'm trying to talk here. Okay. So we went, got the kids to bed, and then around 7:40, I kind of was wondering where my phone went. Jim was like, did you leave it? Emily?
Yeah.
Emily?
Sorry.
Did you leave it at the party? I said, no, we used to take it home because we kind of had to use the navigation to get out of the subdivision. So he's like, okay. He called it. Went straight to voicemail. Like, okay, this isn't good. So he's like, did you leave it in my car? So I looked in his car. It wasn't in his car. I looked upstairs. I tore the kids' room apart, thinking maybe I took it upstairs when they was putting it to bed. Nothing. So then he looked up on the Find My iPhone app, location not available. Great. Okay, so this is getting bad. So did you drop it outside? So I looked outside, didn't see it. I mean, I just did a generic little sweep where the car would have, where I got out of the car. And he's like, I hope I didn't run it over, because he pulled the car in the garage afterwards and kind of flipping out a little bit more. He goes outside and peeks around, doesn't see anything. I don't think he looked in the snow, he just looked in this car. So I got out a third time and I start just wiping all the snow out of the driveway, like everywhere. There it was, like 12 feet or 12 inches under the snow. And it was all turned off, of course. It shut down probably because it got too cold. So we just threw it in a bag of rice and we left it until morning. And it was fine. So I don't think it really got wet because it was in ice. It wasn't submerged. It just got cold and a little damp. So whatever the bag of rice worked, I'm using it to record. I've had no issues.
I won.
Good job.
Yeah!
So that was Saturday night. I was pretty much exhausted by then. So Sunday, I had brunch. First we got up and we went to Target. We got the kids boots. I looked for boots on Saturday. Couldn't find any. And of course now it's snowing. We couldn't play outside until they had boots. Because last year's boots, of course, didn't fit them. So I got them boots and we got them at Target. We got a bunch of other, of course, you'll go into Target for one thing. You come out with a whole shopping cart worth of stuff. That's what happened to us. So we came out with a cart full of crap at Target. Pretty sure David's not sleeping either. But Emily didn't have school today just because of the holiday, I guess. They don't have school Friday, so I'm like freaking out here. Tomorrow we're... Is he back in his room now?
I put him back in his room.
Okay. So, yeah, anyways, we got the kids' boots and came home. I went to brunch, which was so nice. It was just nice to get out of the house and get away from the kids. Had a nice brunch, a couple mimosas, one of my favorite sandwiches. It's like a spinach feta egg wrap, really good. And just had some nice conversation for a couple hours with adults. And then we came home and the kids got to play in snow. We had hot chocolate and watched a horrible Christmas movie. And that was Sunday. And then yesterday was Monday? No. Today's Wednesday. Monday, we went and saw Santa. So, did you like seeing Santa?
Yes.
What did you ask for Christmas?
Beanie Boos like this. And
What else?
and this Beanie Boo cracked out of an egg. And I wanted a lot of Beanie Boos and books and Legos.
Beanie Boos, books, and Legos. And what did David ask for?
I don't remember.
Paw Patrol blanket. Pretty much because I told him to ask for that. Because what has David been asking for other than that? Do you remember what he was asking for earlier?
Rocks.
No. He wanted a Duffy. Another Duffy bear. And why did he want another Duffy bear?
The share with me.
Yeah, he wanted to get another Duffy bear to share with Emily. That was very nice. But I told David, let's focus on something for him. So he likes Paw Patrol. Does Emily like Paw Patrol?
Yes.
Yes. Who's your favorite character?
Everest.
Everest. And who's David's favorite character?
Marshall.
Marshall. Yeah. So yeah. So and what did we do after we saw Santa?
Eat dinner.
Eat dinner. What did we have for dinner?
Me and David had pizza.
Pizza. Everyone had pizza except for Grandpa had a salad. We went with my in-laws, so that was fun. And then what kind of prizes did we get?
We got coins from Santa.
We got coins from Santa. And what did we do with those coins?
Gave them to people, and we had got books,
We got books.
and we got probably did we get
The Lego people.
Lego people, and then smoothies.
Smoothies. And of course, since Emily and David were getting the smoothie, who else got smoothies?
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Daddy got smoothies. So Mama ate a whole pizza and then had a smoothie. So Mama was feeling kind of yucky when she came home. But it was good. And then yesterday was Tuesday. What did we do yesterday after school, Emily? Where'd we go? Do you remember?
No.
Where'd we go for dinner? You don't remember where we went for dinner? We went to David's school for dinner. Every year they put on a big Thanksgiving feast. They had turkey, mashed potatoes, and corn, and bread, and stuffing, and gravy, and pumpkin pie. So we all, the three of us, me, Emily, and David, went there and got dinner, and then we took a carry-out box of leftovers for Daddy.
Food for my little kitty.
Okay. So that was fun. So we missed karate yesterday. Are we going to karate today?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to go to karate today. And tomorrow we're going to spend Thanksgiving with Grandma and Grandpa Choate and Kathleen and Jacob and all the Jeffries. So that'll be fun. And then we have Friday off. Daddy has to work Friday though, so it'll just be me, Emily, and David on Friday. So who knows what we're going to do. Try not to go insane. That's my only goal. And then we got Jima and Jeepa coming over on Saturday. And Great Uncle Doug. So we gotta clean house and get the house all together for that. And that's it. That's all I got. So that's all I got for that. So last thing I'm going to talk about is winter camp. So if you haven't heard, which it's already the sign-ups have already begun, and we're already 100 and something people that are signed up. The Canadian Nerd Podcast is hosting Winter Camp 2016. Okay, you need to be quiet, Cindy. It's very important. And so I will link Sarah's video, which has all the information as well, but I figured I'll give you just a brief overview of what Winter Camp is all about. So you need to sign up for the Winter Camp group. You must be a member. You can sign up in the sign-up thread. Just say, I'm in. It's free. Nothing, no obligations or whatever, besides just committing to 3 months of knitting and, keeping track of what you're knitting. So it's points-based. Every 50 points will get you a ticket for a prize. 1 prize per person, so you can't win. Once your name is drawn, you're out of that's it. You can't win 10 prizes. We'll also be split up into teams or cabins. That we have 7 cabin leaders. We have 2 Tangled Skeins. We have the Canadian Knitter. We have the Uncreative Crafter. We have the Cat Lady Podcast. We have Sarah Nova Crafts, Stitching You, and more. So maybe just 6. So Team Polar Bear, Team Arctic Fox, Team Snow Leopard, Team Panda, Team Arctic Wolf, Team Snowy Owl, I think.
This is what I made.
Oh, Emily made a nice picture. Paw Patrol stickers. Colored a bucket. Very nice. So those teams will be randomly assigned. You cannot request a team. We will set up a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet's already begun, and we will randomly assign. If you are not able to commit to 3 full months, or you don't feel like you're going to be able to support your team very well, but you still want to join in and have fun with the whole camp thing, there is also Team Puffin, which will be led by Mandy Pinecone, who is not a podcaster, but she's a very active VKNer, and we're all friends with her. So. But she is going to do the day campers. So that's if you want to just you can submit whatever you're working on anytime, whatever. But you're not eligible for the prizes for the regular camp, but there is a special prize for the day campers, which is, I believe, a set of minis, which I think in the link or in the group there is a list of all the prizes so far. And we're constantly getting prizes donated. I'll make a bag. Stitching You and More, Amanda will make a bag. Sue from the Tangled Skeins CA is going to make bags and markers, and we have yarn donations coming in. We have lots of pattern donations. David, please get back in bed. David, get back in your room. Emily, get David back in his room, please.
Got it.
Thank you. Oh, well, this is right here. Sarah is Team Polar Bear. Jen is Team Snowy Owl. No, don't lock the door. Amanda is Team Panda. Sue is Team Arctic Fox. No, don't lock the door. Don't step on stuff, sweetie. She's just standing on books. Jessica, Sarah Nova Crafts, Team Arctic Wolf. Mandy is the Team Puffin Day Camps. So anyways, and all this again is in the group. I'm just looking at the same list that Sarah was going off of. But so anyways, the point system is... Why do I do this with my kids? Why? Okay, honey, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I thought she'd sit here longer, to be honest. So anyways, basic points. So per 50 grams of bulky weights, 5 points. Worsted weight, 9 points. DK, 10. Sport, 12. Fingering, 14. Lace, 16 points. So 50 grams based on whatever yarn you're using. So, okay, this is a super bulky. So this would probably count. I'll have to ask about that. This is super bulky. So does this count as bulky? We are learning. We are coming up with questions. We have a frequently asked questions thread too. If you have any questions, please ask. We've had lots of really good questions. So bulky, okay, yeah, this is super bulky. This would have to be its own category. So I would say this would probably be worth 3 points.
Look at this.
Look at that, very nice.
So
I'll say, okay, and this is 140 grams. So if I knit a hat with this, that's 2 50-gram chunks. So that would be, okay, we'll go with the bulky listing. So that's 10 points. And then that's an extra 40 grams. So if it's under 50, there's another set of points. Bulky would be worth 2 points. So now we're looking at 12 points for using this skein of yarn.
Hi, Mama.
Which this will make one hat that I could knit up in a day. So that's fair. Because if I was to make the same hat in fingering, it would take a lot longer. And it would, let's see, it would use up 100 grams. You could like a sock head hat, 100 grams. So that would be worth 28 points. So, but it's a lot more time intensive. It's going to take me like 4 hours maybe to knit this. It's going to take me days, lots of sessions of knitting to get a socket hat done, It's going to take you like 2 hours just to do the ribbing, probably. So anyways, that's the point system. Again, I will put the links to all this stuff in there. So there's also going to be bonus points, bonus options. Each month we'll have a item category. So January is knit something for your head. And we'll have a color category. So blue or purple. We will also have featured designers every month. So if you pick a hat from a featured designer and it's blue, you can get up to 60 bonus points. So that's an entry, that's an automatic ticket. So that will be added on top of your project. So that doesn't even count what your project is made out of. So say January, I knit a blue hat by one of the featured designers. I get 60 points on top of whatever the hat is worth. February is for your neck, and the color is red or orange, and we have determined pink counts in the red category. We are not being really flexible on the rest of the colors since there's a lot of gray areas. Someone mentioned, does yellow count for orange? But no, orange is not, yellow and red make orange type thing. Add white to red, it's pink, and some reds look pink, and some pinks look red. I mean, just look at this one. Some people might call the red, the pinkish one, more red in there. So, I mean, that's kind of an odd color that could go either way. So we are counting pink in the red category, just so you know. We've just determined that today. But as far as I think, we're not making any more exceptions because we don't want to just open up everything. These are bonus points, okay? These are extra points. These are just, they have to be somewhat of a challenge, March will be for your hands, and the colors are green or yellow. And you can only receive one group of bonus points per person. So you can get up to 60 points one time. You can't knit 2 hats that are blue by a featured designer and get 120 extra points. You get the 60 points one time. So, no whips. Everything must be started January 1st. And be completed March 31st. Now, someone mentioned, okay, if I'm doing a shawlette or something for my neck, and I start it in January, will it count for February as long as it's finished in February? Yes. So you can start your gloves in January, but as long as you don't finish them until March, they will count for the bonus points in March. You can't finish them. And we're going to do honor system here, okay? So, don't make them and then save them and say, oh, here's my March, okay? Just, we're trying to be fair. We are allowing blanket squares. So, your mitered squares, 1 point per square. Because people can whip up those squares and pretty fast, and it's hard to, they're just hard to keep track of. But we'd like you to post, if you do have a blanket you plan on working on, we'd like you to post a updated photo in your project page for it so we know where you left off, and then subsequent pictures of squares as they come in. 1 point per square. Someone has a 10-stitch blanket. Sarah allowed 1 repeat, 1 zigzag repeat, or 1 section. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but 1 point per section of that. 1 point per square. Granny square, hexie puff, whatever. Project pages are required. Random teams are randomly assigned. We'll also have other random drawings and contests throughout the camp. Each camp leader will be able to allot extra points, so many extra points per month for random things like, hey, go visit my Instagram feed and find this and that, whatever, and first person to blah, 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 comment on my podcast, or whatever. Just to encourage more participation and, maybe mini scavenger hunt style stuff. I don't know. It's really up to each cabin leader. Cabin leaders' projects do count. We cannot get prizes, but we can knit things to help our team. The cabin with the most points at the end, that team will get entered into the grand prize, which will be, I think is listed in the prize card of what that is. So the grand prize drawing. It's like a prize package. So the goal is for our team to knit as much stuff as we can, get as many points as we can, and then that team will actually get entered into a grand prize. Which I just thought of another question that I'm going to have to ask. This is all new. This is a new thing, so this is a work in progress. So I'm hoping we can work out all the bugs before it starts. And of course, we're going to get hiccups along the way because, again, it's new. But hopefully next year it'll run smoother because we'd love to do this every year. I'm just going to write down this note so I can ask. trying to think if there's anything else. Again, this is I'm kind of talking all over the place, but if you know anybody that wants to donate yarn, we are really kind of we have a lot of bags, we have a lot of notions. We don't have a lot of stitch markers, so stitch markers donations would be nice, yarn donations would be great. De-stash, I mean, if you have something that's nice that you don't use anymore, anything. As long as it's not like this, ideally it should be in its original form. Or maybe even a nice cake, I guess, would be okay. But if you have any de-stash, if you have anything knitting related or crafty related that you'd like to donate as prizes, that'd be great. If you are a pattern designer and want to be a featured designer, the only thing we were asking of designers is to offer coupon codes. A lot of designers have donated patterns as prizes too, so that's been great. So yeah, I think that's it. So if you're interested in winter camp, please go check out the winter camp Ravelry group and sign up and ask any questions. We are doing our best to brainstorm and answer the questions as quickly as possible. And you must be a group member to be officially signed up. And the thread will lock for signups on December 20th. December 20th. So you have about a month left-ish. It's already, I probably never said the date, did I? It's November 25th. So yeah. That's all I got. So I'm kind of feel like I want to wait to start new things until next year. It's kind of bad. I do have a lot of sewing I need to get done. Craft shows this weekend, I got nothing. Seriously, this is going to be the worst craft show ever, but whatever. We do the craft show in the morning, and then we are going to a Christmas adventure in the afternoon with our family, so I'll tell you more about that next week. Everyone have, no, that's not this weekend, it's the next weekend, so in 2 weeks I'll tell you about that. So I guess I have another week and a half for sewing bags, so that's what I'll be doing all weekend probably, and I'm going to try to get my hat done. So hat and bags. I'd like to get my socks done too. I have my mosaic socks that need to get done, so I'd like to get all those done before January so I can start fresh. I have a hitchhiker that, yeah, I'm thinking I might have to convince Jen that we need to start that in January. So that can count towards points. Because that would be worth, let's see, 100 grams fingering. So it'll be 28 points. That'd be a pretty good start. So yeah, I keep rambling, and now we're at almost 50 minutes, so there I go, not being short again. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American watchers, and hope everyone has a good time, lots of good family time, lots of good food, and just be safe if you're traveling, and we will see you next time.